5 o'clock Thursday. Definitely excited to be back on with you guys. Hope everybody's doing well. I know we took a little break last week, just had some uh, children that were sick, and we needed to tend to that and take care of home first. And so, but we're back November 12th. Hope everybody's doing okay. I know the COVID situation is on the rise, and I hope everybody is staying safe and trying to physically distance. Socially, we're not socially distancing. We're more so physically distancing ourselves. But I hope everyone is staying safe and is doing well. Well, last time we talked about purpose, and I thought about it afterwards, and I said, well, before you get to purpose, you've got to go through a good bit of things to achieve purpose. So uh, I did some deep diving and some thinking on my own, and reaching out to some folks that have achieved their purpose, what they feel is their purpose, and I got with a few items here that I really think will begin to break down the steps to getting to purpose, myself included. I'm sure you folks out there have experienced it as well, where you have that inner critic, that one that tells you says some good things, but a lot of times says a lot of bad, and we listen to that inner critic a lot, and that sometimes dictates our our next moves, our next thoughts, our next relationships, our next money decisions, just decisions, period. Or and big moreover, really dictates how we think of ourselves. And so, we never really want to delve into those thoughts heavily of negativity, because they definitely affect how we move, shake, and do what we do. And a lot of folks don't have a positive buzz in their ear, and so they tend to, when they go through something or are not so successful with an event or a launch of a business or a business relationship, an interview, they tend to say, man, I guess I really am not that good, or man, I really stunk up that interview, or I really failed at that sale for the business, and I stuck, I stink, just all those bad things that you could say to yourself. So, and then, you also have those folks that, when they do listen to that inner critic about that bad boss, we all have had those before. We go to work the next day and we take that negativity with us, and we go right in there listening to that negative inner critic, and we fly off the handle. Been there, done it. Wrote the book. Been there, done it. And so I'm sure a lot of you have as well. And once you say those things to that boss, that girlfriend, that boyfriend, that fiance, that husband, the road back is pretty rough, because typically what we say is, oh, that's what they really think. Not what they told me yesterday, but when they're angry, that's what they really thought. How do you correct those things? It's tough, because a lot of times you're getting the pink slip if it's a job, and you may get the boot in the relationship. So we want to be sure that, and let me say this, it's not easy. There's no magic switch that says that this is easy. This is something that takes time, it takes work, but you've got to have some self-awareness about yourself so that you are sure that when you open your mouth, things that you say don't have repercussions that will affect you negatively. So negative self-talk is something that I really want to delve into today. It's a big stress creator. Hello, little children. It affects your body, your mind, life, and other ones around you. So you have to be mindful of that negative self-talk, because it definitely can diminish your attitude towards being positive and achieving your next levels that you want to go to. So what am I saying? When you get focused on yourself and actually love on yourself a little bit more, you'll start to listen to those thoughts, and it's really up to you, because it's self-awareness. It's what you are sitting in private thinking about yourself. So I've done it many a times when I was a track athlete and I didn't do so well, and I worked so hard and said, man, I'm really going to run really fast today, and go to the start line, get all amped up, and I'm thinking about that finish line. Man, I can win this race. I can win this race. And then there's that little piece of doubt that pops in there, that's that negative thought that pops in and says, man, I might not make it today. I might mess up. That little bit of negativity can really negate my positive race. And it did many times, many times. So what I had to do is I had to say, Nate, okay, listen, yeah, sure, you can say negative things about yourself, but as you can see, this person thinks the world of me. So what I'm saying essentially, folks, is that you want to make sure that you are delving into yourself, looking at yourself in the mirror, loving on yourselves, positive affirmations, as we said before. Write those affirmations down and say, hey, I love myself. I need to be positive. I need to be the one person in my corner. If no one else is in my corner supporting me. As you can see, I have all kinds of support running around in here. These kids love these lives. They love to be engaged and see you guys and say hello. Say hello.
Hello.
There you go. So there's other pieces to it, but the big piece that I really want to talk about is depression. So as you know, depression is something that leads to some really tough decisions that people make in their lives. People sometimes decide that, life is not worth living and they check out, or, they just turn to life of drugs, type of alternative lifestyles that just are not healthy for them. So you want to make sure that, hey, if you have these feelings of depression, if you have these feelings of, I'm not doing so well, I'm not feeling so good, get with somebody. Husbands on the line, oh my goodness, got all sorts of support here. So husbands on the line, boyfriends on the line, it's definitely up to you guys to make sure that if you have a spouse, if you have a person that's in your life, that you are speaking into them as well, but you're also identifying what you're doing. Negative self-talk, positive self-talk, but just listen to what they're saying. It's your job. If you're saying that you love this person and they are a part of your life, take some time to listen out for the key signs. No one says that you have to diagnose it and tell them that they need to go see somebody, but just be there for them. But ultimately pray with them too. Help them through that. A lot of times, depression leads to relationship challenges that we can't foresee, but we know it doesn't make us feel so good. So minimizing that self-talk definitely leads to a more positive outlook on life. And that way you also catch the critic inside of you and say, hey, critic, be quiet. I got this. I'm going to handle this. So changing the narrative coming from inside of you will affect how it goes out in front of you. So in closing, guys, I want to say this to you. You are beautiful. Don't forget that. Just please never forget that. No matter what anybody says about you, you're beautiful. There's 7.1 billion people in this world, but there's only one of you. So take care of yourself, because there's people out there that need you and they need to hear from you. But you can't do it sick. You can't do it not feeling well. So take care of yourself. And again, if you're feeling like you're depressed, if you have some issues that you want to discuss with someone, and I won't even call them issues. If you just have some thoughts that you want to get out, if you can't talk to your loved one, reach out and get some help. I've done it. And in my personal relationship, we're doing it. We're working on some things, and that's important. You always have to continue to work, whether it be in a relationship, whether it be in a business relationship, whether it be in just your personal family's relationships. Make sure that you are putting the effort towards working it out positively. You only got one life to live. I'm 9 minutes with Nate. We out of here. We love y'all. Take care.